Okay, the wind is blowing here in Toronto. We are getting the top hat, the residue of Hurricane Sandy. So if you can hear the wind blaring, I'm sorry, but this is my raw review for Monday, October 29th, 2012, the night after Hell in a Cell, and it was a very, not surprising Raw, but a very, whatever Raw kind of. The opening segment kind of was good. I liked how they built the main event already, and then the payoff at the end, they delivered on who the teams were. But everything in between was kind of a toss-up in a way where it's like, whatever. I'll just get right into it. Team Foley versus Team Punk. I was actually surprised that they even did a Survivor Series match. They only do one now, which is kind of stupid. Ruins the whole tradition. Like, I remember a time where there were 3 to 4 matches in one card, but now there's one, and it's the main event. Team Mick Foley versus Team CM Punk. So later on that night, they're going to reveal who is on each team. And they kind of teased that Ryback was there since he came out to destroy Punk. But then he fights JTG out of nowhere. Can't find anyone else, but, JTG comes out. He goes from main eventing with CM Punk to opening match on Raw against JTG. He hit a Luthez press. I was very surprised on that, but instead of bringing down the hammer fists like Steve Austin does, he kind of did the old Divas hair pull and just smashed his head back and forth. And Shell Shock, match was like maybe a minute and a half tops, so nothing surprising, and feed me more, and it was one hell of a way to start off Raw. Next was another match, Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton. Now, these two both have very similar styles. They're both very slow in the ring, so the match honestly was hard to watch for me. But Randy Orton wins with an RKO, and just another, whatever match. Wade Barrett worked over the arm that Del Rio worked over last night. But Randy Orton still came out victorious. And Wade Barrett is kind of going down the shitter very fast, coming back, saying he's back in business, and now he is back at the back of the line, waiting to win matches. Team Hell No versus the Primetime Players. Now, Wade Barrett had the jobber entrance. Ryback was already in the ring, so I guess you can call it. He didn't. Well, okay. Wade Barrett had the jobber entrance. No entrance for him. Primetime Players, same thing. And another thing where it's pretty much a squash match. Kane does all the work. Bryan gets the tag and gets the win. And Kane does his whole "I'm the tag team champions," puts the fire off, and they just argue in the middle of the ring. So, these guys lost by DQ, but I guess they're kind of on the same page now because they just squashed a potential contender for their titles. Then Vickie Guerrero comes out in a segment that they were building since yesterday, saying that Vickie Guerrero has proof, hard evidence, physical evidence, that John Cena and AJ are having an affair, fraternizing evidence. And first she shows the video from 3 weeks ago, which was a thing everyone was talking about. Cena says it was a joke. Then they show the picture of the actual dinner, but before that they showed Cena giving her a hug backstage, and which led to a video of Cena and AJ going in an elevator together, and this led to a very shocked crowd. You heard women screaming in shock. They were all they were all shocked, and Cena was shocked. A "You got busted" chant spread out the arena, and it was funny. And now Vickie Guerrero just laughed and went to the back. So here we go. The Claire Lynch storyline of the WWE now involves an AJ and a John Cena and a Vickie Guerrero. Soon AJ will be pregnant. That is going to be next week's big old scandal, that AJ is now pregnant and John Cena is the father of that baby. Little mini Cenas are going to be running around all over the place. And by mini, I am referring to AJ's height. Next, Antonio Ceasaro versus Kofi Kingston. I couldn't pay attention to this match because Miz was just going berserk on commentary. Even JR was like, "Calm down, you're yelling, don't yell. You just had a bad week, just don't get mad." And that's literally all I put it. But Ceasaro cuts a promo about Fat Halloween Kid Power Rangers. That was a good promo. Forgot to mention that. But after that, put Miz on commentary. He's very angry. Nobody cares about the match. I'm pretty sure Ceasaro... Oh, no. You know what happened? double team, and then Truth came out. That's what happened, and I don't know how I remember that. And then we had another Vickie AJ promo backstage. Vickie hires AJ, and I guess she has a match against Beth Phoenix. Then a 3MB interview. Jinder Mahal says he is the serious one, or sorry, not the serious one, the funny one of the group, and continues to stare at the camera like that for a good 3 to 4 seconds. I laughed. And next, that led to a match with 3MB versus Team Cobro. Another very whatever match. The 3MB won after Drew McIntyre interferes. AJ versus Beth Phoenix. God, I don't know why I'm doing this review. But anyways, AJ wins via inside cradle. Vickie restarts the match. Beth Phoenix wins. Now, Beth Phoenix just came back from being, I haven't seen her because I don't watch SmackDown, but this is her first time on Raw in a while, and she looked like a nurse. I guess she's kind of getting in the Halloween spirit, but Beth Phoenix kind of won, but, I guess she won since the match got restarted. Sheamus comes out. He is smiling, but he just lost the world title. This shows how much the title means in the WWE right now. He put over his match saying, how brutal it was and how he got the best out of the Big Show. And he says he's smiling because he came to WWE to fight. Although he knew he would lose at some point, he still loves to fight. And then Big Show comes out with a big smile on his face. You can see from him, he's very happy that he won the belt and he finally gets his chance. He doesn't really, you see the emotion in him very well. As a big giant, he really lets his emotions out, which is cool, I guess. Because at WrestleMania, he cried when he won the IC title. When he won the world title and lost to Daniel Bryan, he started crying. And the same thing twice yesterday. When he pinned Sheamus, he saw the tears, and then in the backstage promo, he got a little bit choked up. But he was out there, and he said that Sheamus will never beat the Big Show. Sheamus will never beat him. Call him a ginger. And Sheamus just gave him a white noise, picked him up with ease. I can't explain how Sheamus gets him up with such ease like that. I'm sure Cena can do the same thing, but Cena makes it like he's putting effort into it. Sheamus is just like a stuffed animal, just right on his back. Amazing. Then Cena and AJ hugging backstage. Vickie Guerrero sees them. Then Beth Phoenix says thanks for restarting the match, and then Vickie fires Beth Phoenix, and I guess that is the end of her WWE career. Then we had another tag team match, and this is the first, second, third tag team match of the night. Team Rhodes Schollrs versus Mysterio and Cara. This is a lot of tag team matches. I just figured that now. Highlights. Cara hit a picture-perfect springboard moonsault. I guess that stood out from everything else. And all I have next is Rhodes Schollrs win the match. It was an okay match. The finish kind of came of missed senton into Sandow's finish, which I did not catch the name of, but I do like the ending where Cody Rhodes shakes his hand and he goes into the cartwheel. Thought that's just the best part of the whole gimmick thing they're going. Then we had Foley and Caitlyn backstage promoting W13. Paul Heyman says, instead of playing video games, you should be making your team. Foley says, I have my team, and then I guess that's kind of leading to A, WWE13 plug, and 2, Foley has his team ready, so you better be excited. And one of the cooler things that happened on Raw was the announcement that WWE had donated $1 million to the Susan G. and Komen Cure something. Find the Cure for Cancer, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. $1 million. The whole roster was on the stage. Cena was in the ring with the nephew and the survivor. She's like the CEO or something. She cut a promo saying thank you and this money's going to go towards this and all that. So, big, well done to WWE for donating $1 million. And Justin Gabriel versus Alberto Del Rio. I don't know. Both these guys lost, and of course you're gonna have Del Rio win, but he's such last year he was WWE champion, and now he's facing Justin Gabriel after coming off a loss at Hell in a Cell. That's pretty much says it right there. Which leads to the main event. CM Punk and Paul Heyman come to the ring, announce their teams. Team CM Punk will consist of Alberto Del Rio, who just lost at Hell in a Cell and has lost at least 5 pay-per-views in a row. CM Punk, the WWE Champion, sure. Team Rhodes Schollrs, just those guys who will, you know, tag team contenders, but not really the, oh my god, team that you would expect. And The Miz, who's been on a losing streak after losing the IC belt, losing to Yoshitatsu, losing to Kofi Kingston again, and not having a match on Raw either, being on commentary. That is your team. That is CM Punk's team that he expects to go into the Survivor Series and win. And Foley's team, Randy Orton, Team Hell No, Kofi Kingston, and the Ryback. That team is like the prime rib, and CM Punk's team is like the bologna sandwich that is like molded on the side of the street after some kid threw it out of his lunchbox. I don't know how you get a team like Punk's team compared to a team like Foley's. It's just uncomparable. It's like that DX versus what was it? It was DX, Hardy's, and Punk versus Mike Knox, John Morrison. I don't even remember. Like, there's just something so stupid. Like, how do you do that? And then they just ended up in a big brawl, and Ryback gave shell shock to Cody Rhodes and just stared down Punk as Punk held the title up, and that's how Raw finished. Raw is bad. It's not enjoyable at all. I guess I was kind of cleaning like around here while I was watching it. It's not like I'm all glued to the screen, but I can say WWE is going to be happy when the ratings come in, since everyone is inside today, because, well, at least in the north, east area with the hurricane thing going on. So I can expect ratings to be higher than the 2.4 they got last week, and I'm sure that's going to give them a big old confidence boost, like, we got them watching again. But the reality is you're only watching because they got nothing else to do. But it would be funny if they hit another 2.4 or even lower, even with this hurricane going on. Because I know there's a lot of people who lost electricity, but for those who have it, whatever else is on TV, or if you go out on Mondays, you're inside. So we'll see. But that's Raw, and I'll see you guys in the next video.